Today we're looking at some health issues women may be dealing with in the home. A common one is bedwetting, which affects 5 to 7 million children in the United States. No child wants to wet the bed, but parents often don't understand why it happens or how to deal with it. Bedwetting can cause a child embarrassment and can create tension within the family. With us today is Judsen Culbreth. She's a parenting expert and former editor of Working Mother magazine. She'll be telling us a little bit about bedwetting, explain how to best handle the condition, and show us how to take the stress out of nighttime. Hi, Judsen. Welcome to the Women's Show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
How common is bedwetting among children?
Well, it's very common. 5 to 7 million children wet the bed. And if you wanted to put that in context, it would be 3 children in a typical classroom.
Wow.
Or 100,000 schools filled with children. But the good news is about 15% of children outgrow it every year. And most children by the age of 11 no longer
That's
wet
so
the bed.
Interesting. And who has this condition?
Well, 2/3 are boys.
Okay.
It's children between the ages of 4 and 12 who are the ones who wet the bed.
And tell me, if there's a parent watching at home who has a child who wets the bed, how concerned should they be about having that?
Well, first realize that, as we just pointed out, it's very common.
Yes.
And children will outgrow it. They will outgrow this. All children do. But it's something they may want to talk to their pediatrician about.
So if it is considered a medical condition, as you said, consulting the pediatrician would be the first best step to take.
Yes, and pediatricians also have great tips about everything.
They sure do. Well, I know some parents think their kids are just too sleepy or lazy to get up and go to the bathroom. This is absolutely not the case. And to actually illustrate Judsen's point, we have a case study report we want all moms to see. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is Trevor. He's 10, and Sammy, she's 8. We've had a bedwetting issue since they were about 3 and 4 when they should have been fully potty trained, but we're having accidents in the middle of the night quite frequently. So we decided to check into some issues, and we tried the alarms and other techniques to figure out what we could do to prevent these problems. The alarms just didn't seem to wake either of them up, so that wasn't going to work for us. And as they got bigger, we had to go to good nights. The good nights help them bring up their confidence in the fact that they know that it's there to protect them in case there is a problem. They have that comfort that they don't have to worry as much. It's easier for them to do their sleepovers that way. They don't seem to have a problem with using them, so we tried just basically the products. We talked about not drinking as often closer to bedtime, making sure that they were going to the bathroom before bedtime. They're aware that it's something that they're going to outgrow in the future, so it's just basically getting through one day as we go.
Judsen, that's so interesting. And as we saw, the concerned mother explained to her child that it wasn't going to last forever and it wasn't their fault.
So smart, so reassuring to a child.
I agree. What are the physical effects of bedwetting?
Well, some children inherit it. It's hereditary. If one or both parents wet the bed, it's likely that they will too. Some children don't make enough of the sleep hormone, ADH. Some children have small bladders, and they will grow in time, and then they'll be able to hold their urine through the night. And also, some children are just very deep sleepers. They just don't wake up.
So these can all be causes, and there's not just one reason or cause?
Yes, but none of it is because the child is lazy.
Absolutely not. Well, it is amazing to me and to everyone on the Women's Show how many letters we've received from mothers who have a child at home who is wetting the bed. May I share one with you? It says, Dear Women's Show, hello, my name is Elaine. I have a son who is 9 years old and he wets the bed. He knows where to find his good nights and he wears them to bed every evening. He has a hard time getting up in the middle of the night because he's a very hard sleeper. I know it can be upsetting to have a child wetting the bed. Now, whether he's at home or at a friend's house, he will not be embarrassed. I tell him this is only temporary and that I know he does not do it on purpose. We are working through this as a family. Sincerely, Elaine. It's very powerful.
Very good letter.
What can you do to build a child's confidence during this time?
Well, there are three things parents can do. First of all, be informed. You're the first person your child is going to turn to for information. So do talk to your pediatrician. Go online. Get all the news and
Get
educated so your child will know that you're a reliable resource when they have questions. Second of all, make sure that bedtime is a pleasant time for children. It shouldn't be riddled with anxiety. Let your child pick out a bedtime story he likes or pick out her clothes for the next day.
Yes.
Make sure that it's a stress-free time. And third, gather tools. Luckily, there's some great solutions until children outgrow bedwetting.
What do you recommend?
Good Night's boxers and sleep shorts. They look just like regular underpants that children would wear to bed, and yet they offer protection all night long.
And I'm sure when a child wears these, this is a great coping mechanism that helps build confidence.
It does. They can sleep through the night, wake refreshed, and without feeling embarrassed about what happened.
Well, you've shared so much information with us today. Is there anywhere else that parents and children can get more information about this?
Well, goodnights.com has a brand new site. It's got information for parents, from experts, and from other parents. It's also child-friendly, so children can look at letters and emails from other kids to see what they experience. And so it's a great source for everyone in the family.
Well, I think that's so important. I want to thank you so much, Judsen, for being on the show today and sharing with us such valuable information.
Thank you, Chanel.